of water pollutants. Detrimental effects of inorganic pollutants. Acidic pollutants destroy most invertebrates and microorganisms at pH below 4, which prevents self purification of the stream. Alkalis waste coming from chemical manufacturing plants, wool scouring waste, tannery, and cotton mercerizing waste raise the pH of the water up to 12. Thus, alkalis also destroy bacteria and microorganisms in water. FeOH whole thrice H2SO4 of acid mine water is most injurious to aquatic biota in water bodies. Acids are reported to be lethal to fish. Acid mine drainage is the major cause of fish dying. Excessive precipitation increases the mine drainage output and deteriorates water quality. Strong alkalis like sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide produces asphyxiation by the coagulation of gill secretions in fish. Water containing excessive salts become brackish and inhibit penetration of sunlight in water. Water at low pH, that is less than 6, brings about excessive corrosion of plumbing systems, piers, boards, and metals. Acids produce hydrogen sulfide gas when they come in contact with sludge and mud of ponds and rivers at low pH. The gas produced is highly toxic in nature. Acidic water having pH 4 increases the solubility of iron, aluminium, and magnesium salts. Excess of dissolved metals pose deleterious effect on aquatic life. Excess of inorganic pollutants like carbonates, sulfates, bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium make the water hard and unsuitable for boilers. Iron and manganese salts make water turbid and unsuitable for drinking purposes. High acidity and alkalinity of water damages agricultural fields. Irrigated water contains higher concentration of salts in the range of 25 to 8000 milligrams per liter. The soluble salts affect aquatic life, but they cause serious diseases in man also. Nitrates coming from nitrogenous organic matter causes methemoglobinemia in children in the range of 20 to 40 ppm. Detrimental effects of toxic metals. The enhanced level of heavy metals is of concern because they accumulate in human body. These metals create sublethal and chronic effects even in minute concentrations. They are carcinogenic in nature and causes cancer and teratogenic effects in man. That trace amounts cause phytotoxic and synergistic effects in living organisms. Toxic metals in water act as cumulative poisons and accumulate in living organisms, causing diseases. Metallic contaminants destroy bacteria and hinder purification system of rivers. Metals in water bind the cell membrane in aquatic organisms, affecting transport processes through the cell wall. Heavy metals have a great affinity to attack sulfur bonds, protein, carboxylic acid, and amino group, thereby disrupting the cell metabolism. Metals also tend to precipitate phosphatic compounds and catalyze their decomposition. In adults, a concentration of 80 micrograms of arsenic per 100 gram of blood causes brain damage in children. Toxic metals also cause chromosome damage and interfere with the process of heredity in men. Copper in 2 parts per 100 million water is fatal to sticklebacks. Heavy metal ions precipitate the mucus secretion of the gills in fish. These precipitates occupy the interlamellar spaces, arresting the movement of gill filaments and block their respiratory tract. Metallic contaminants from the industrial wastes get precipitated and settle down with sewage sludge. It prevents the use of water for industrial and domestic purposes. Metals are also considered as indestructible poisons. Their dispersion into seas, rivers, and streams for long duration is highly dangerous because they affect the production of atmospheric oxygen, contaminate the water, and affects aquatic life. Effects of organic pollutants. Organic compounds in water undergo degradation and putrefaction by bacterial activity. They consume dissolved oxygen, which is an essential requirement for aquatic plants and animals' life in water. Organic pollutants present an anesthetic scene and disturbs recreational uses of water. Organic matter from domestic and agricultural fields contains nutrients which nourishes algal growth. There occurs a loss of all dissolved oxygen content resulting in a dead pool of water.